Hey guys, so today's video, or tonight's video, since I usually record in the day and I post later, but this one's recorded at 11 at night. But that's because I just got out and got home after watching an early screening of the new Tomb Raider movie. And so I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that without like spoilers or anything like that, and like kind of share some of my thoughts, because I really liked the movie. Like, it's when's the last time? I can't think of the last time where I've watched like a movie and I felt so like energized after watching it. Like, I felt so just, there's so much energy, so many good positive feelings inside me after watching that movie. And I can't really, it's been a while since I watched a movie that did that. And yeah, it was a really awesome movie and I really liked it, and I highly recommend anyone to go watch it because it's really cool, and in my opinion it's how a Tomb Raider movie should be, in like what, like the tone of it and how it sets itself up. I really like it. So first off, I went with a friend and he actually got there like super early to wait in line, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm so thankful that he did that, because I I ended up kind of taking a little bit of a nap today because I was doing so much in the morning and everything like that. I had a bigger lunch, so like I thought my bed was comfortable for a minute, so I was sleeping, and then I look at the clock and I'm like, oh god, I gotta be there in 2 hours, so like do like the bare minimum for makeup. So that's why like my makeup looks so bare minimal. It's not super bad, but I definitely was super self-conscious, and I definitely would not go out with with this little amount of makeup, if it was not already dark as all get out, because it's a movie theater and it was in the evening. But anyways, holy cow. So my friend, he's in line, and I'm like, okay, I'm like getting out now, like what's going on? And he's like, oh yeah, no, there's kind of getting to be a line, so should probably come on down. I'm like, okay, it's gonna take me like for where I live to this theater for this screening, it ended up being like almost 50 minutes for the drive. And I guess that goes to show like how much I wanted to watch Tomb Raider and how much I wanted to really like the movie, and I did. But like, I would not drive that much for just any movie, and I love the Tomb Raider games. And even the reboots, where the first one, the rebooted Tomb Raider game, I liked it, but it didn't feel like a Tomb Raider game. It felt like it was trying to tell the story while sort of being a game, which wasn't bad, but it just didn't feel like a Tomb Raider game like what I was used to. The second one felt a lot more like a Tomb Raider game, and it kept with some of the same like tones and themes of the first game, which weren't necessarily bad, but overall I like the direction that the games are currently in. But I love old Tomb Raider games, and I love like exploring and doing all of that stuff. Like, I love just going around finding like ruins and solving puzzles, and occasionally shooting a couple things, like shooting some demons and creatures. So yeah, it was really cool. First off, I want to say, especially with this movie, my biggest fear going into it was, off of the trailer, it literally looked like it was I thought it was going to be just the game, like the cinematics of the rebooted game in a movie form. I was going in very very nervous on that assumption, and it it really didn't do anything like that. I remember watching the movie and getting through like the beginning of it and everything like that, and I'm like, I really like how this is starting off. The music for it's really cool and catchy and stuff. There's a lot of really interesting fight scenes, and like I guess what I mean by not necessarily like fight scenes, but like there's a lot of stuff going on that gets referenced in later scenes in the movies, like some during fights, some during like things that Laura's doing, and it like the movie actually does a really good job, like showing how she was before she started to do all this, and then in the movie she's tackling the same issue, but she's handling it. And I thought that was really really cool, and I really liked that they did that. Um, Characters, again, in the games, especially in the first game, you have a lot of characters since the game, you know, needs to give you like little side quests, stories, etc., etc. That wasn't the case here. It kept the cast of main characters very tight, which allowed you to really care about each character. And I was overall invested in every single character, even the bad guys. There were some scenes regarding like Laura and her relationship with her dad and everything like that that hit me really close and reminded me a lot about my dad and myself, and like some of the moments as far as like how our relationship is actually right now, and then others are like very similar to conversations that we have had in the past, or lastly, conversations that I hope we can have like in the future. It's just like the conversations and the moments between Laura and her dad just really really hit close for me, and they were all like really emotional for me and everything like that, and some of them I was trying not to tear up too badly, but I ended up tearing up a little bit during some of them. But that's not a bad thing. It really did show like a really good relationship between Laura's father and herself, and you know, in the games, especially the reboots, there's a lot of focus on Laura's commitment towards her, like carrying on her dad's legacy and doing things like that. So it was really nice to see the movie portray it in the way that they did, and I really liked it. I thought all of the actors did a great job. I give huge, huge credit towards Alicia, who is Laura, and what she did preparing for the movie. She actually did all of her own stunts, and she practiced and trained and worked out for like 7 months before the movie just to make sure that she fit the part of Laura. Like, I love actors and actresses that take that extra mile for their character. When I did theater and all the characters that I played, I always really liked to get into the shoes of my character, and I really tried to maybe keep my hair a certain way or dress a specific way or act a specific way just to really feel like that character and get like a solid personality for that character. And so I really really love when actors and actresses are going through and they're working so hard for their character to fill that character, and she does a great job with it, and I hope to see her again in a sequel as Laura Croft again, because she did a fantastic job and she deserves all of the praise that I hope that she receives for being Laura Croft. I loved her, especially loved her. She was fantastic, and I huge credit to anyone in the movie or actual like theater, like live performance industry that puts in that effort to that character, that adds that extra layer of character, so you really believe that they are that character. I love that, and that's really good. When I talked with my friend about the movie, it was interesting because the first thing that he said was he thought the pacing seemed kind of slow, but he also was like, well, it's kind of an origin movie, so like it makes sense. But for me, I didn't think the pacing was slow. I thought the pacing was just right. I thought that the pacing sped up in parts where it needed to, and the pacing was slow in parts that it needed to be. Yes, it is still an origin movie, so you do have to like, they do like talk about Laura's life before, you know, she starts being Laura Croft, that like the people who know Laura Croft know Laura Croft as. I really liked that. I didn't have a problem with the pacing, especially for an origin movie. I actually really liked it. I'm trying to think of like, I'm trying to think of other things to talk about with the movie, but I'm so happy with how the movie is. I'm probably going to play a little bit of Tomb Raider before I go to sleep tonight, because even though it's late, I want to play a little bit of Tomb Raider, because I want to go exploring a little bit now and having some fun with that, especially after the movie. Like, so I'm going to keep this video pretty much just full run through, barely like almost no editing. I don't edit my videos much anyway, so like nah. But yeah, I really just I really liked the movie. I had a great time watching it. It was super fun. And tomorrow I'll go back to talking about some other stuff and everything like that. But yeah, like I said on my very first video with this channel, it's not just about like awareness and education for people in transitioning and everything like that, but it's also just about stuff that I like and stuff about me. You know, it happens to involve a lot of stuff about my transitioning, but at the same time, stuff about a movie, an impromptu movie. Oh, that's another thing. Holy cow, it felt so cool to get like early access to a movie. I never ever thought that I would be able to do that, and oh my god, it was so fun. I felt so like popular or like lavish. Like I felt like I was like privileged as all get out, like high class society, and it was a really nice feeling. And and it was like, I think about it now, it's like super embarrassing that I'm like so excited over it, but I really liked it. I really liked I like just the idea of being like, oh yeah, I saw the movie like 9 days before it's actually released to the public, and it's like I know everything that happens about it, and I'm probably gonna watch it when it comes out in theaters and give them my money and everything like that, outside of the early access. But I just really freaking loved the movie, and it was, I think the experience too about the theater I went to being a very nice theater, one of the nicest theaters I've ever been to, actually. The theater seats like reclined. They reclined. You could literally kick your feet up on a leg rest that the seats had and recline back and watch the movie. And it's like, what? I'd never seen this. That was so cool. It was so cool. Early screenings are awesome. And if I ever have the chance to do it again for another movie, especially a movie that I would want to watch as much as Tomb Raider, I'm so gonna do it because it's so fun. I had a great time doing it. I'm super thankful that I had a friend come with me, so I wasn't just like a solo seat watching the movie. It was nice to like have somebody to like talk to a little bit in line and then be like, oh yeah, like, what did you think about the movie? This is what I thought about the movie. And then now I'm like, oh hey, let me upload a video talking about what I thought about the movie. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you guys take it easy and totally check out Tomb Raider when it comes out in theaters. Okay guys, night night, bye.